Disclaimer, this video is not to belittle any entrepreneurs but to show that AI cannot and should not be used in accessing someone's social deeds in life. Any of the results shown in this video does not directly represent that entrepreneur. Treat this video as entertainment purposes and don't go harass any entrepreneurs mentioned. Anyway, enjoy this video. Entrepreneurs, people who have large enterprises who accumulated their wealth in sales from their solution to a specific problem in life. As rich and powerful as they are, most of us would aspire to reach their status. It is also said that money is the root of all evil as they are deemed stingy, selfish and self-centered. However, there are some, a few some, who gives out to charity and helps the sustainability of this planet. Anyway, today I created an AI model to assess famous entrepreneurs on their deeds. The deeds will be summarized by ChatGPT. Now, if you want the full explanation of the code, check out this video where I tested the same model with YouTubers. Link will be in the description. Anyway, let's get to it. Before we proceed, I just want to warn you that the results shown is from a model trained on limited data samples, so it is not perfect. Anyway, we're going to be testing on Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs and Jeff Bezos.
How does that work? Do people get upset at you if you do certain things? There's tobacco and marijuana in there. That's all it is.
Alright, so right here we have Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, the CEO of SpaceX, and the CEO of different other companies. And right here we have his deeds, alright? So as you can see, he has around 14 good and bad deeds. And honestly, this guy, I really have mixed opinions about him. I just see him as like the newer Steve Jobs. Alright, let me just run this real quick and see what the model thinks. And let me just check. Okay, so he has 9 positive statements and 5 negative statements. So let me just check out positive and negative statements and see if everything's correct. Inspired. Yep, everything is correct. So Elon Musk, although with all of his controversies, is a pretty good guy.
My camera's not turning on. What's that? I did slide it and let go. Not turning on. Here.
Alright, so right here we have Steve Jobs, one of the co-founders of Apple and the one who basically made Apple skyrocket into one of the biggest brands in history right now. Okay, so let me just show you his deeds over here. He has 12 good and bad deeds, honestly. And honestly, my take on Steve Jobs is that if he was someone who really want to achieve something, and that's the reason why he had those like crazy protocols and those crazy mindset. So let me just see what the model thinks about him real quick. Okay, so we have 7 positive statements and 5 negative statements. Okay, let me just check. Okay, so this is positive, 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 negative, 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 negative. Okay, so do you see an arrow here? So we have an arrow here. This should be negative actually. So honestly, right, Steve Jobs, as not a lot of people really want to be this guy because of his harsh work culture and his crazy mindset. I still think that he was one of the leading people in this world today, and a lot of people aspire to be like him.
I'm here to join the people bringing attention to Lou Gehrig's disease by taking the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. I'm going to challenge 3 more people. Elon Musk, Ryan Seacrest, and Chris Anderson of Chad. Consider yourself challenged. You have 24 hours. Good luck.
Okay, right now we have Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft. And honestly, right, with Bill Gates right now and with all the files dropping from the Epstein files as the making of this video, yeah, anyway, let me just look at his deeds real quick over here. These are his deeds around here, and let me just run this model and let's see what the model thinks about Bill Gates. Okay, yeah, so he has 5 positive deeds and 6 negative deeds. Let me just check if all these are correct. Positive, 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 negative, 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 negative. Honestly, Bill Gates is, at that time when I was born, and I also looked up to him because he was like one of the biggest philanthropists. He basically collaborated with multiple philanthropists, content creators, but right now in 2026, his reputation has been just destroyed.
Can you circle all the traffic lights, please? You actually did it.
Okay, so right now we have Mark Zuckerberg, the guy who never blinks and the guy who people think is a robot but actually is not. He is in fact a Harvard dropout who was able to build a brand at the age of 21 and he rose to popularity. Alright, anyway, here are his deeds over here, as you guys can see. 11 good and bad deeds. And let me just see what the model thinks about Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have 7 positive statements and 4 negative statements. Okay, let me just check if all this is correct real quick. Positive, positive, positive. Okay, so you see this over here. We have some errors over here, which is why you shouldn't trust AI. Design engagement systems to amplify outrage, misinformation, and division. This should be negative, by the way. This is also negative. Anyway, the model thinks Mark Zuckerberg is a good guy because a lot of people think he's a robot.
This is your
What? Oh, Jesus, what are you doing?
I'm gonna get some safety goggles next time.
Okay, so right here we have the most famous bald guy, and I don't mean that bald guy. I mean the CEO of Amazon. What's his name? Sorry, Jeff Bezos. Oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot. Anyway, yeah, so these are Jeff Bezos' deeds over here. And honestly, as I'm about to run this model and just show you what the model thinks about it, I just want to say that Amazon, their culture and their advancement in society has been a lot, but the issue is that the work culture there, you do feel like a robot, you know. See what the AI thinks, and he has 8 positive statements and 4 negative statements. Okay, let me just check real quick. Positive, 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 negative, positive. Yeah, here we go. We have an error over here, like this error. Aggressively fought unions and labor organizing. This should be negative. This as well is an error. This should be negative. Model thinks Jeff Bezos is a good guy. It's mostly because he's trying to make people into robots. I'm sorry. In conclusion, it is safe to say that most entrepreneurs are good guys with the data I tested. Anyway, I think if you're ever rich and rolling in cash like Scrooge McDuck, it doesn't hurt to donate to people who are in need. So just don't give it away to your local crackhead. Anyway, thanks for watching.